Sick at the age of 8 with partial deafness and struggling not to lag behind his peers academically, both students and teachers ridiculed him for his adult condition. One afternoon in his hands, as he came home, was a note from the principal explaining his dismissal with factors due to his slowness and poor academic performance. But like anyone whose stubborn fate wouldn't allow such a verdict to dismiss permanently the hidden potential buried in the crevice of the soul, his mother refused by taking the initiatives of personally tutoring and mentoring him in the comfort of their home. In an environment full of love and acceptance, the boy child began to excel and started to develop an enthusiasm for learning and invention. When he died on October 18, 1931, the entire nation honored him by switching off the light throughout the United States for 1 whole minute. His name was Thomas Alva Edison, inventor of the electric light bulb, telephone, phonograph, and many others. This is one of many accounts that has looked the odds in the eyes and defied it. History is filled with episodes of champions who aspire for greatness in spite of the affliction and besetting condition. Like Thomas Edison, Nelson Mandela, Abraham Lincoln, Albert Einstein, Maya Angelou, Corrie ten Boom, and biblical figures like Abraham, Elijah, Joseph, Moses, David, Esther, and even the Lord Jesus Christ provide an interesting mixture of pain and joy that underscores the very contrast in experience on the way to success. Such accounts of heroism and triumphs prompt us to stop with all the shenanigans and answer the daring question of the soul: what about me? I often wonder, can one's life truly be fulfilled? Is it possible to look back in memory lane 10, 20, or 40 years from now and have no regrets? The answer is a resounding yes. Yet to some, life has become a mystery, a game of chance with disconnected occurrences. Others only see themselves as victims of circumstances, a ventriloquist puppet playing the role of a court jester. Is there a key to cracking this omega code of life? Like the X-Files, is the truth really out there? Life to many has become a jigsaw puzzle of frustration with fragments and missing pieces of broken dreams. Many folks end their life because they see life more or less like a promotional drug whose remedy offers more side effects than cure. The experience of the majority is the exact pearl of The Matrix, the 1999 science fiction action film written and directed by the Wachowski brothers, which depicts a dystopian future in which reality, as perceived by most humans, is actually a stimulated reality. A dream world created by sentient machines to dominate the human population by reducing their bodies and its electrical activity to a battery, a substitute power source. And like the Matrix, many are trapped in a vicious cycle of obstruction, irritation, and emptiness. They wake up every morning and go to a job they hate, get caught up in the same traffic jam, catch the same train or bus, sit in the same old seat with the same scent in the air, and they do that day after day with no sense of purpose. They work for people they don't like and get paid for much less than they are worth. They try to make bills they can't complete, live in a house they don't own and is void of peace. Both husband and wife sleep in the bed back to back and don't speak to each other. And they watch the 11 o'clock news, which brings depression. And they sleep in a slumber that doesn't work. As a result, they succumb to taking pills just to make it through the night and wake up in the morning just to start it all over again. And they do that for 40 years, and then the company retires them and give them a t-shirt and a firm handshake. Such is the rat race many are trapped in, and I ask them, is this really the best life has to offer? How do we, like Neo, unplug from this pseudo-reality and take life off autopilot? For this transition to take place, we ought to learn a life-changing lesson from the Matrix. It's every hero's bread. Every invention created under the sun was motivated by a problem. Creativity, as Mike Murdoch said, is the search for solutions, and problems are the catalyst for creativity. Problems, therefore, are the recipe for creativity. This notion holds true that even creation itself came into existence to solve a problem God had. Our eyes solve a sight problem. Our voice solves a communication problem. And likewise, our legs solve a mobility problem. We are surrounded by solutions all around. In the Matrix, the city of Zion had a big problem. The sentient machines and the gatekeepers of the Matrix, the agents, sought their destruction and elimination. This therefore prized Neo, also called Thomas Edison, as a precious gem of salvation, Zion's deliverer and last hope. Neo's passion, determination, and persistence for redemption were all fueled by a purpose far greater than himself. Every human, like Neo, is a protagonist in his own life story. We are born to solve a problem, to be a reward and solution to our generation somewhere. Most people spend almost all their life running from problems and forget that problems always gravitate towards their solution. So if you are running today and the problem is chasing you, I urge you then to turn and embrace it. Stop running and start chasing after, because you are designed with abilities and capacities to dissolve the mess. I honestly believe the thing you love or hate the most are clues to your assignment. It foretells of something that needs to be fixed as a result of your passion to see the betterment of humanity. Because Neo loved freedom, he hated bondage. So he fought to gain control, and even when it cost him his life, he was able to salvage and secure the possibility of a better tomorrow for succeeding generations. Have you discovered your problem yet? Or are you still running from one? Too many folks are looking for their gift, prophecy, blessing, and deliverance to come from the outside. God will empower and impregnate you with possibilities, concepts, dreams, and ideas. And I dare you to have the faith, the stick-to-itness, and the guts to push it out, what He placed inside of you. For there is nothing impossible to him that believes. John the Divine said, "And the Word became flesh and dwelled among us." It's time to give flesh to that dream of yours. It's time to make the abstract concrete, the invisible visible, the intangible tangible, the conception material, and the unseen a reality. You are an endangered species. What you carry must be protected, nurtured, and brought into fruition. You must not abort or miscarry. Don't become extinct. Your generation desperately needs your gift. You are not a divine experiment of cosmic mayhap, but a project of divine providence, an answer to the unrest and a cure to that cancer cell that has eaten away our dreams. See beyond your eyes and live for the unseen. Today, see the invisible and do exploits in the impossible.